Good day. Hope everybody out there is having a good one. So recently, found this was suggested this incredibly talented young lady, Angelina Jordan, and at the end of the video, I had noticed the song. Now, "Fly Me to the Moon." This is a Sinatra song. Now, I knew like Sinatra and all that like a different way, like through the Rat Pack. My grandmother, I get the opportunity to spend quite a lot of time with my grandmother growing up, and she introduced me to a lot of cool things like Planet of the Apes. She's probably the reason I'm into sci-fi, original Star Trek. Uh, but she also introduced me to a lot of cool different musics, from older country to the cool stuff and the cool parts about like big band and stuff like that. And one of the coolest things that now as I get older, I look back and it's like being a kid again, because I never realized why these guys, it was, Dean Martin, Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., and Jerry Lewis. They all had their own special talents. Two of my favorites, I guess, were like Jerry Lewis and Sammy Davis Jr. As a little kid. I appreciated Dean Martin more, with his music and stuff like that. And I never realized, he just always made me laugh, and I never realized why he was always so giggly and laughing, and why they could all come together and they all, well, it's because they were all stinking drunk and having a good time, and they were getting paid very well to do just that. But when I first heard this Angelina Jordan, it was one of them artists that I don't have it happen too often to where I'm like, wow, I wish my grandmother was alive to hear this. That doesn't come along very often. So, and then seeing, this, I mean, we used to listen to Sinatra before we started shift at work, when I worked at a kitchen up in Maine. But yeah, I wanted to check out this Angelina Jordan, "Fly Me to the Moon." This is, I guess, acoustic version. Yeah, it's Angelina Jordan. Let's check it out. "Fly Me to the Moon." Okay, it is there.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other
That's
words,
cool.
hold my hand. In other words,
Salt flat.
darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I
It's right out of that time. Oh, very pretty.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me.
I like this
Fill
better
my
than
heart with song
Sinatra.
and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you.
Oh, very pretty. Yeah, some awesome shots. I wonder, just kind of a silly question. I wonder how many times they had her walk back and forth with the horse. Um, but all silliness aside, this is very beautiful. I think this is something my grandmother would be like just blown away with. Um, it actually has more heart to it. You know, like I don't know. I wouldn't like want to like put the Sinatra version down or anything, but it comes across totally different than the original. Um, and I don't know if Sinatra got the song from somebody else or where it came from originally. If it is, but I remember it growing up, and it was always like it's a big band kind of song, and hearing it like this, it's this jazzy, bluesy thing, and it almost sounds like something you would almost sing as like a lullaby, like I it really gives it a whole that's cool. Yeah, it gives it a whole new like it's not the same. The original is like real big bandish and but this is something that you could really see somebody like singing more as a lullaby. And yeah, it, I think she puts in way more, it gives it way more heart and soul, I think, than the original to me. I think it's something my grandmother would really, yeah, she'd really appreciate this. This is some awesome stuff. I promise, I will, man, that was some really cool shots. That's gonna be um, like a salt, um, bed or whatever, but yeah, um, man, when that dried up, her skin got hanging out with all that salt. Probably why her face is a little red. Um, I I totally, this will be like the last. I'll check out some of her newer stuff before we go through, because I know she has her own album out, and that's what I customarily I like to hear in artists that their own music. But when I saw this, it was more of a personal thing, and something that reminded me of my grandmother. And it's there's not very many times that I'm watching or listening to artists where I think, hey, gee, my grandmother would love this, and to share that same sentiment, it's kind of, you know, it that's that beauty that music can have, where it, in a way, can almost bring somebody back to you through memories and stuff. It's a very beautiful thing, and she made it a very beautiful song. I love the, I don't know, if she composed it or whoever came up with the idea to do it like this, but she totally gives it, yeah. I now see this song in a totally different way, and that's, yeah, it's when you could make something that's been around for as long as, that has, and new again, it that's pretty awesome. And still, even at the same time, still keep that old style kind of feeling, but just a different genre. It's like, hey, instead of doing that big band, let's do that bluesy and jazz. What do you think of that? And let's have this incredibly amazing savant 9-year-old, pull off the singing. Yeah, you would. Yeah, that's very cool. And I know I'm kind of like getting rambly, but yeah, very neat how it totally changes the song and makes it new again, and gives it to a whole new generation that, like me, with finding new music on this channel and finding new artists, it gives that to a whole new generation that probably never would have appreciated that song. Um, that's very cool. That's something has to be said for that. That's very awesome, and to a wide audience as well. So, yeah, there's not many times where somebody can take a song from Sinatra or whatever and have it, um, be something that such a wide audience, enjoys. It's very awesome stuff. Um, Definitely gonna get into her newer album. I know she's got it's been like suggested 1,000 times. Like I said, this was more of a personal thing, but definitely, I because that's what we're all about here is original, music and stuff. But yeah, very cool. The next videos we do on Angelina Jordan will be her own music, and then we can check out all sorts of other stuff. If finding new music and all that is what you're into, well, you come to the right channel. We have tons of playlists, tons of new music and stuff that I'm telling you, you got to find something new and incredible in a band. Like, why haven't I been listening to this band? Where have they been all my life? I have found so many incredible bands through just doing this, and through suggestions and stuff. I would have never found Angelina Jordan hadn't somebody suggested. So, definitely We'll have links and all that provided down in the bottom. And peruse around the channel. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Um, and yeah, definitely. If you like what you hear, definitely go check out Angelina Jordan. Like I said, she's got a brand new album of her own out right now. So definitely go check all that out. All the links and all that down in the description below. So I hope everybody out there is having a great day. I hope it's going as good as it possibly can be. We got a bunch more news, reviews, reacts, just all sorts of stuff in the music world and beyond. So stay tuned and have a great day out there, everybody. And we'll see you in the next one.